What's up mga kati? This is your Tsaastrologer Gemini na si Bern.
This is your Tsaastrologer na Scorpio na si Nikki.
This is your Tsaastrologer na Sagittarius na si Inye.
And this is your Tsaastrologer na Virgo na si VP. And welcome to
Tsaastrology, the podcast.
This is the show where we talk about anything and everything under the sun, moon, and stars. So, whatever your zodiac sign is, we'll talk about you when the time comes. Kung kailan yon, ang universe lang ang nakakaalam.
Hi, mabuhay! Welcome to another episode of Tsaastrology, the podcast. And this season, we're talking about the Major Arcana of the Tarot. And you have us, starting with me, your Tsaastrologer Gemini na si Bern.
And this is your Tsaastrologer na Scorpio na si Nikki.
And this is your Tsaastrologer na Sagittarius na si Inye.
And this is your Haggard na Astrologer na Virgo na si VP. And welcome to Astrology the podcast. And in this episode, we will discuss, ano nga ba yun?
Ayan, Death and Temperance.
Death and Temperance. Ayan,
Tempra
and death. So it's
Death.
either gamot pang lagnat or kamatayan. Yan ang cards na i-discuss
Oh my God, how so COVID?
episode.
Oh,
I was thinking dengue.
Scary. Oo, medyo more dengue-ish.
Also, welcome back kay Inye na medyo
Oo nga.
Kim Kardashian pa rin ang lips daw. From the
Nagbabalik ang
allergy.
inyong Tsaastrologer na Kardashian na si Inye. It's not so
Tama.
bad now. Right? It's not so bad now. I mean, I still have like a fuller
Hot ka
lips
nga, hot ka nga,
than
ganun.
Hindi ko alam kung bakit ako nagpapauto eh.
Ginawa mo naman.
So, gusto ko lang din i-acknowledge yung super bright background ni VP sa kanyang bagong room.
Welcome. Andiyan pa rin yung VP sa likod ko pero
Yeah,
mas
branding
medyo
yun
natatakpan ko. Oo, natatakpan ko na siya at times.
Kitang-kita nyo na siya in all of his goodness.
Oh my God, so ibig sabihin
Uy,
kailangan mo
grabe.
siyang iusog para like hindi siya nakatakip.
Hindi ko, or ako na lang.
Bilang.
Ako yung mag-adjust. Ganyan.
Ganyan.
Oh, mag-angle ka na lang. Mag-angle ka ng konti.
Yes.
Oh.
Ganda.
Di ba? Very podcaster angling.
Oo, podcaster angle yun eh. Yung medyo gilid ng konti. Tapos
Tapos
para
kanya
kita.
magkaharap
Kailangan
kayo.
may
Oo,
profile.
ganon. Diba? Saka hindi na bintana yung likod ko. So dun sa mga nanonood sa YouTube, hindi na kayo magugulat kung may biglang lalakad sa likod ko na kung hindi nyo sure kung tao ba yun o hindi. Ganyan.
Or entity.
Oo.
Yes.
At least, di ba, flat na siya. Pag binaglakad sa likod ko, pati ako matatakot.
Na-imagine ko. Na-imagine ako sa dating room ni VP, lagi ka maglalaro ng tao or entity.
Ganda.
Diba? It's time to play. Tao o multo. Ganun.
Tao or multo ang photo.
Ayan,
Ito po ang
anyway.
buhat sa kwarto ni VP noong February 21. At 9
Lumipad
p.m.
ang aming tibong.
Di umano. Dahil nakainom sila ng sahu. Tsaka matcha tubig.
So, hindi pa tayo nagsisimula. Saan na tayo?
Wala na, naubos na. Oo. Ito na yung episode, tapos dito na
Nagka-catch
nagtatapos
up
yung
lang po eh.
episode.
Catch-up
Sorry,
episode lang po talaga to. Kasi
Totoo.
kompleto kami today.
Oo, kaya lang kami na kompleto. There's so many stories that are to be told. Charot. Hindi, sige, game, simulan na natin with, mauna ang temperance, di ba?
Tempera.
So, Temperance ba or death? Death muna, mga
Parang
bakla.
Death. Kasi
Death muna.
13 si Death. At
Oo.
si Hangman is 12.
So,
Okay,
yun.
so
So,
ako mauuna.
so death
Ito
muna.
me.
So, ayan,
Tama.
Nikki. Igo mo na yan.
Okay.
Mm.
So, ayun. Si Death ay number 13 pagkatapos ni Hangman. And in the story of the Tarot, Having left the tree from where he hung, the fool moves carefully through a fallow field. Head still, clearing from visions. The air is cold and wintry. Wow. Elsa, the
The cold never
tree's
bothered
Do
me
bare.
you
anyway.
wanna build a snowman?
Oo. He knows he has started on his spiritual journey in earnest, but feels strangely empty and profoundly sad, as if he lost something. Well, binitin siyang patiwarik, tapos...
Di
Oo.
ba may sinabi dun sa The Hanged Man nung binitin siya, like coins fell out of his pockets and everything.
Oo.
Ah.
So yeah,
Kasi nga,
you
'di ba,
lost something.
nawala nga daw yung ano din niya, pati yung physical connections niya, 'di ba?
So
Akala ko yung
the bitch,
laman
you
lang ng
lost
bulsa
something.
niya.
Oo,
Girl,
yun.
may ano din siya, may deeper meaning, gano'n. Hindi lang siya na hold up.
Oo.
Nalaglag barya.
Oo.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Ay.
Tapos, before him, he sees the rising with the sun, a skeleton in black armor mounted on a white horse. He recognizes it as death. So, namatay nga siya nung binitin siyang patiwarik.
Ayan nga, tulad nung pinakita ni Bern sa video, death nga yan. Sisig ba yan
Death
ka?
by sisig. Oo. Death by sisig. Yes. Random na lang biglang may sisig eh. Ayun.
Ew.
Oo.
Off topic. Like since
Oo.
Saturday, I've been eating deadly food for me.
Nako, baka
So garlic buttered shrimp.
Oo. So baka maano din, makita mo na lang bigla rin si Death. Wag naman.
Oo, wag
friend.
naman.
Gusto
Bigla
Yun
lang
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 siya
daw
yung
mo, mahirap
favorite.
mamatay. Okay lang yan.
Girl. Wag muna
Yun siya
ngayon,
yung
mahal
favorite
ka
part.
baong.
Oo.
Tuloy.
Tapos, ayun. As it stops before him, he humbly asks, "Have I died?" And the skeleton answers, "Yes, in a way. You sacrifice your old world, your old self. Both are gone dead. Ay, oh, reputation. Taylor Swift.
So, akala ko have I died? No, you're just dead inside.
Well,
No, you're just a millennial.
you're just a millennial with an
You're dead
existential
inside.
crisis.
Totoo.
Yun.
Tapos.
Tapos, ayun, nalungkot siya. "Forgive me," he says, embarrassed by his tears. Umiyak siya. Tapos,
Aww.
"There's nothing to forgive," Death replies. "Mourning is natural, and you must deal with your loss before you can accept anything new. Keep in mind, however, that old leaves must wither and fly away from the tree's branches, leaving them bare before new green leaves can appear." Okay.
Ganda. Someone's
Mm-mm.
poetic.
Diba? Si Death. As Death rides away, the fool sees the truth in those words. He too feels like a skeleton. All that he was stripped away, this he understands, is how all great transformations start, by removing everything down to bare bone or soil so that something new has room to grow. Oh.
Makes
Yun,
sense.
yun.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
So, yun yung sabi ni Death sa kanya.
Gusto ko na eh. Gusto ko yung may chika-chika si Death tapos bigla siya umalis.
Oo,
No,
no?
he just rode into the sunset.
Parang, oo.
Oo.
Even
Ano-
trees even trees shed their leaves. Bye. Ganon.
Even trees shed their leaves. Tapos pala yun siya pala yun.
Diba?
What are you saying?
You'll understand.
Oo. Tapos I could
Boses
imagine,
na makawala.
I could imagine the fool si Anna Faris sa Scary Movie.
Oo.
Yung mukha.
What? What?
Ganyan lang yung mukha ni Anna Faris. I love it. Yun siya.
I didn't get it. Say it again.
Remember that scene when they parodied The Haunting? Yung ano, I didn't get it. What were you saying? Go to the fucking music room. Kasi bumubulang, go to the music room. What? Go to the music room. What? Go to the fucking music room. Oh, okay. Gag. Ganun na
Kawawa.
imagine ko doon sa eksena ni Death tsaka ni, ni Fool.
Oo.
Ganun nga. Okay. Tapos, game meaning naman.
Fast facts lang din.
Ay,
Ayun.
fast
How
facts pala.
or description din ni Death. How it's portrayed in the card. Here we see Death riding a beautiful white horse, holding up a black flag with a white pattern. It is portrayed as a living skeleton. Ay, what? Living skeleton?
Paano
Necromancer
yun?
si Death.
Oo
No,
nga.
necromancer. Yeah. Exactly
Oo.
how
Ano, Army
The
of
bones being the
Darkness.
only part of the human body existing after death. He wears an armor which gives him invincibility, signaling that no one can destroy death. The white horse that he rides stands for purity, as death purifies everyone. Beneath him, all classes of human lie in the dirt, a king and a pauper, meant to remind us that death does not differentiate between class, race, or gender.
So
we
basically,
all die.
Death is Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Rides on a white
What?
horse, indestructible, and does not discriminate.
Uh-uh. Does not discriminate. Love it.
Wait! The number of... Ano number nung card ni Death?
Number 13.
She
And
is
then,
Taylor Swift.
Oh,
oo.
Death is Taylor Swift.
Feeling ko dapat Scorpio na lang si Taylor Swift eh.
Mm-mm.
Oo.
Tapos, element niya,
Diba?
of course, water. And, yeah, Scorpio. Scorpio.
She can't come to the
Mm,
phone right now.
because what? She's in a
She's
tarot card.
Death.
She's become a tarot card.
Because she's
I love
Death.
it. Oh.
Okay.
Ayan. Okay. So, doon muna tayo sa general meaning niya. Upright, it means transformation, ending, change, transition, letting go, and release.
Mm,
Tapos, death is one of the most feared cards in the tarot deck. And it is very misunderstood. Well, as
true.
as it
Yes.
is, oo, because very negative naman talaga yung connotation ng death. Many
Mhm.
people avoid mentioning this card because it has that much power. Ay, sorry, yung mga aso namin
May
nag-aaway.
pinapatay na aso.
Oo nga.
Mga babies, oo nga eh.
Baby is crying.
Illegal pa rin ba ang
Ayan.
Azucena?
Gago.
Hoy! No! Ayun.
Because that. Charot.
Oh, hindi naman. Yung mga, yung ano kasi, parang pinakain ata sila. So, medyo,
Nag-aagawan. Oo.
oo. At saka pagka bagong panganak, matara yung ano, yung nanay. Kahit
Mm.
sa
Yeah.
amin, nagtataray siya
True.
eh. Ayun. Tapos, most times, people take the name of the card literally, death.
Mm.
However, the real meaning within the death card is one of the most positive in the whole deck.
Yes.
Actually.
Yan.
Kaya I
And
love the
ano,
Death card.
Ako
oo,
din.
ang ganda niyang ano, ang ganda niyang tattoo.
Oo. Ayan. Okay, game. Meaning.
Okay. Pagka naman daw sa reversed, fear of change, repeating negative patterns, resisting change, stagnancy, and decay.
So boomers.
Well, kasi
Grabe
lagi na nilang makita si
mag-generalize.
Death. Charot.
Yeah, they're near that card na.
Yeah, follow the light na sila.
Oo.
Uy, grabe.
They're super near that card na.
Oo. Ang ano naman niya, reversal meaning is still about change, but that you have been resisting it. You could be
Mm.
worried about letting go of the past, or you could be not sure of the changes that you need to go forward. Resisting the change and holding on to the past can limit your future, which can cause you to feel like you are in a limbo. You should take some time to assess the ways that you have been approaching changes in your life. You may find you have been halting the changes that you need due to fears of the unknown. While you can still be afraid, you should trust that you are taking the right steps and move forward. Life moves on, so fighting passing time is only going to leave you with regrets. Death does not have to be a card of regret, especially if you heed its warning. Ooh.
Well, totoo. Kasi 'di ba parang sobrang important kaya ng death in a tarot spread. Like when it comes out in a spread, ang lakas ng hatak niya, no? It kind of
Yes.
centers your reading wherever it is, 'di ba?
It's it's very pivotal. Yes, pivotal.
Pivotal?
Oh my God.
In other terms.
Oo.
Basta.
Yung pang ano ba? Yung pambobo lang.
Nakita ko lang
Bobo
yun.
lang
And
tayo
then I
dito.
just...
Tagalog.
Ito na naman tayo sa buzzwords pa.
Oo,
Marketing
pivotal.
buzzwords.
Nakita ko lang yun. And then I thought na parang ang ganda niyang gamitin. I don't even know what it means. Anyway.
Marketing buzzwords. Agile.
It's like,
It's
ano,
very
agile.
agile. It's market driven.
Parang, I think this is for momlennials.
And prosumers.
Prosumers. Oo.
No, hindi. Ano siya, yun nga, parang it becomes like the center of things sa isang
When
spread.
when it appears on a spread.
Kasi
So it is Taylor Swift. It becomes the center of attention.
Oo, diba? We've established na the death card is Taylor Swift number 13. Pero yeah, ayun nga, parang kasi it's a major
Arcana.
change. Major
Apart
Arcana.
from Major Arcana, yes.
Apart
it's a
from
major
that. Pero yeah,
change,
it's a
oo.
major change kasi in your
Oh,
life
major.
Oo, diba? Where, sino nga ba yun?
Venus,
Ako Miss UK.
Venus Raj.
Venus Ra, okay.
Oo.
But yeah, yun nga, major change kasi siya. And it's the kind of change wherein you have to let go of something from your past. Kasi it's no longer working for
So
you.
it's
yeah, you have
really like start of a new beginning of some sort.
sabi nga
The
ni
start
Death
of something
kanina.
new.
May lumipas na.
Feels so right to
Yeah.
be with you.
Ano naman tayo sa High School Musical.
HSM. Oh my God, the chokehold HSM has on everyone in this podcast.
Oo nga.
I mean, come on.
Iconic.
High School Musical was so iconic. It was pivotal to our puberty years. Diba? Troy, I need to tell you something. I gotta say what's on my mind. Come on.
Got to move on now.
But yeah, yun nga, it's the start
What
of something
about
new.
us?
So, kailangan kasi yung mga stuff from your past would have to be shed off. Parang yung sinabi ni Death kanina
Ni
na,
Death, oo.
yung leaves, diba?
Mm.
The leaves.
And
Bye.
dead leaves have to be separated from the branch for new leaves to grow. Yun.
In
Diba?
fair, nasabi ni Nikki, kasi si Bern tatanungin ko na sana, ang haba nun, bakit yung leaves lang yung sinabi mo?
I was half paying attention. Like,
diba?
every
It
time
was
that
the
I do.
memorable one.
Kumakain siya
Ganun.
ng sisig.
That's how I am in each episode of this podcast. I'm only half paying attention.
Ganda. I love it.
I'm just
Well-
looking for cues where I could insert a joke.
See? To derail the conversation.
Sa bagay,
That's
epal lang
goal
naman
eh.
tayong dalawa sa episode na to eh.
Yun lang yung papel natin
Oh,
dito.
yun yung rule nyo for this episode. Ano ba?
Commenters.
Surprisingly, even in my own episode, I'm only paying half.
Attention.
Attention.
I'm only half paying attention.
Sige,
It's
so,
so weird.
so next time na babayaran tayo, like may sponsored episode, we're just gonna pay you half.
lang
Of
din.
what lang?
Oo. Lord Jesus.
Ang ina nyo, huwag ganun. Full attention ako kapag sponsored. Pansin mo, behaved ako kapag sponsored ko.
Ayan.
Actually.
So mga sponsor, please dami-damihan nyo na para naman mag-full attention si Bird.
Oo.
Diba?
Para hindi maderail palagi.
How to get my
Oo.
attention?
He reeled.
Money.
Ay,
Diba? How to get my... Ano nangyari sa VP?
natanggal yung camera ko. Ayan, nalipat tuloy dun sa... Hi. I'm still here.
Laptop.
Oo, it's my
Oo.
laptop camera.
Oh,
Ayan.
ayan yung
Ayun.
uma-angle yung ano ni VP.
Oo, diba?
Mm,
May patukam setup.
tukam
Taray.
setup.
Presidential debate yan.
How so
Di
ready
ba?
for
Oo.
OF?
Girl, pwede ako kunaring, pwede ako mag-TikTok dito. No? Parang, podcast dyan. Tapos, biglang, lipat siya dito sa kabila. Ganun.
Ay, oh.
Tapos dito naman
Ganda.
ulit. Ganun.
Taray.
Streamer.
Bago,
Ayan.
tuloy.
Doon na tayo sa sa
Diba?
specifics. Di ba? Yes,
Ano ba,
Bern,
dapat
kaya mo
minumute
pa?
natin si Bern eh.
Oo.
Minsan
I-mute mo na lang. Oo.
Tinatanggalan ng mic.
Oo.
si Bern yung kapag nagsasalita kayo, siya yung parang kukunin mo na yung mic. Parang,
Tama
okay na?
Oo.
Okay,
Okay na. Oo.
No, I always carry my own mic. So,
Tapos maglalabas siya.
Tanggalan mo ng wifi.
no, never mind. Sige, hindi ko na i-joke yung streamer. Game, tuloy.
Ayan. Ito na tayo sa love, sa love ng,
Hey.
love meanings ni Death. Sa upright, siya, changes in relationship, changes in romantic life, even signaling ending a relationship. When it comes to love and relationships, the Death Tarot card meaning can indicate being stuck in an emotional dynamic that is no longer working. If you're already in a relationship, for the relationship to continue, you must learn to embrace change. Sometimes, this card can also indicate that you may want to end the relationship, especially if it hasn't been going well. It is important to remember that all doors that close with the Death Tarot card open another door. Ooh. So, it's
may
also a
kasunod.
go signal.
When
A
one
go
door
signal.
closes, another door opens, and another,
death.
and another, and your house is haunted.
Akala ko when one door closes, a pair of legs opens.
Well,
Walang nag-react na.
Guys,
alam
come on.
na. Oo. Ibang door
Right?
yung nag-close.
Ibang,
Lumipat.
oo.
Lumipat lang po ng bahay si VP pero thirsty pa rin po siya.
Correct.
New background, same old thirst.
Yes.
So it's just a new version of me, not new and improved, because obviously I did not improve.
You so obviously need the death
Hindi ko
card.
talaga
no?
maintindihan. Hindi ko talaga maintindihan yung tag na new and improved. Because if it's new, there was nothing before that. And if it's improved, ibig sabihin, may something before it that you had to improve. So, I don't understand new
Baka
and improved.
dapat mas specific, like new formula and improved something, you know.
Ewan ko, naging buzzword na lang
Indicate
siya. Pero
na
it doesn't make
nagbago
sense for me.
talaga.
Mm.
Ayun. Tapos, ito pa. Sabi, while death may be difficult to accept in a love tarot reading, transformations for one partner or another may be what is needed to help individuals or to help them both grow. It is also important to remember that the cards are suggestions and that you have the choice to either accept and welcome your relationship's transformation or let it go. Very
Let it
powerful.
go.
Oo.
Let it go.
Ayun. Tapos,
Akala ko
kapag
tutuloy
ka
na yun
naman
niya eh.
daw siya, reversed, it's resisting change in the relationship, failure to change negative emotional patterns. The Death Tarot card love, meaning in reverse, can signal strong resistance to change when it comes to your approach and attitude to relationships and romance. This can come in the form of hanging onto a relationship that is stagnant and no longer helping either of you as individuals. And there also may be dependence on the relationship, or you may only remain together because you feel comfortable, obligated, or scared of being alone. Ow!
Daming masarap bigyan ng death card.
Oo.
Oof.
Na-reversed pa nga, no? Para
Oof.
more
For the other
impact.
hand,
Mm.
naman daw, old relationships can also be revived. If you're single, Death reversed in a love tarot reading can suggest that you must avoid negative patterns and dynamics to be able to truly engage in a loving relationship. You may have self-esteem issues, savior complexes, or wounds that you need to heal in order to find a partner that will love and respect you. It says,
VP.
I can fix him.
Excuse me.
I can fix him.
Oo.
VP.
Dati yun, tapos na yun. Lumipas na tayo dyan.
Sa bagay,
Ito
thirsty
siya.
ka na lang ngayon.
Codependence. My gosh.
Oh my God. Grabe yung
Bigat
patsaan ng
talaga
death
siya.
card sa love meaning.
Totoo.
Ayun.
Ano yun? Toxic, holding on to toxic patterns in your relationship.
But it's
Yes.
hard for some people naman kasi, I think. Kahit na ipakita mo sa kanila, ipagpudpuran or something, imudmud mo sa mukha nila yung death card. Some people are like
Resistant to
just
change.
resistant to
Mm.
change and cannot let go of some relationship na kailangan nang i-let go.
Yeah, hindi. Kasi parang other than resistant sila to change can be very scary kasi. I mean, di ba, for everyone.
Kind of like death, diba?
Mm.
Everybody's afraid of death because you don't know what's next. You don't know what's going to happen after that. You don't know what's in store. It's scary.
Mm.
But everyone eventually dies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ayun. Mabigat
So,
talaga yung
yun.
ano niya. Pagka lumitaw si death sa inyong spread.
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 Lalo na kung love is spread ito. Tapos
Mm-mm.
paglapag mo kagad, ay, te, mag-break kayo.
Sama na ugali.
Tapos bigla niya,
Sa point na kayo
tapos bigla niya sigot,
nag-aaway na
gaga, wala
kayo."
akong jowa. Ay, sorry.
Sorry akin. Oo.
Sorry.
Sorry, ate.
Sorry
Sorry,
akin.
P.
Oo. Wala nga ako jowa. Bakit may death sa love?
Chika
Namatay
pa na. Ay,
din.
te, mag-break kayo. Oh my God.
Oo.
Namatay na ang puso niyang tuyot. Ganon.
Tapos ang second thought, you're dead inside pala, te.
So,
Ayun pala.
puso mo pala
Takot na
yun.
siya takot na siya magmahal muli.
Ay, may ganon.
Ayun din naman. Kasi kasabay yun ng reverse death eh. Pagka sa
Yeah.
love. That,
Yeah.
no, wala ka nang ine-expect na makakapantay dun sa previous mong
Ang dami namang expectations kasi ng
Oo
tao.
nga.
Mga
Bakit naman kasi
expectations.
ganun?
Kailangan may
Ano?
titi lang. Ganon, charot.
Grabe naman yung may titi lang. Kailangan naman, dagdagan naman natin, may titi, humihinga.
Ay, sige, sa bagay.
Oo.
Sige.
yan.
Saka
Okay.
may
Kasi
konting
kung
brain naman.
Kasi kung may titi lang, you can like buy that from
Yeah, oo.
Lazada
or Shopee.
Oo, exactly.
Like, it's just the full thing.
Mm-mm.
It's kind of scary nga lang. Pag nagising ka, tapos katabi mo, ay!
May something.
Ay, sino ka? Ay!
Alakas mga Godfather, no? Tapos biglang may putol lang na may severed penis sa tabi mo.
Ay, tite!
That's scary.
That's scary. Oo. Hindi siya sexy or arousing. That's scary.
That's scary.
What's in the box?
Diba?
Yung mala 7, pugod
Oh.
na ulo. I love that movie.
Pero ulo ng...
Ulo na.
Siya, you know what, I have...
Eh, di ba pag yung ulo naman, pag yun lang talaga yung kinuha mo, para siyang yung sausage kapag nag-slice ka, tapos
Yeah,
prinito mo,
oo.
di ba it takes that shape?
Curl.
Oo.
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 It curls.
Or yung cropek na half-cooked, yung kalahati lang yung nag-pop.
Tapos yung kalahati makunat pa.
Makunat.
Oo.
Tsaka matigas.
Yun, di ba?
Oh my God.
Ooh,
I don't
a
have a
snack.
dildo. Does anyone have a dildo? Can I borrow it? Kasi gagawa ko ng TikTok. I'm gonna splice that what's in the box video sa 7.
It's a penis.
It's a penis. Come on, Shopee, sponsor me.
Sige. Tamang-tama,
Ah,
career, o 'di ba? Ano
Mm.
siya,
okay.
pagka upright, job transition, career transition, leaving an unfulfilling career.
Ah. So kung sa love magbe-break kayo, eto magre-resign ka?
Or
Exactly.
matatanggal ka.
Or you're
Pwede
be
din.
fired.
Matatanggal ka,
Depende sa
retrenchment
upbringing
pa
mo.
rin.
Mm.
Oo.
Oo.
Depende sa upbringing.
Dahil na naman tayo sa upbringing eh.
I'm not resigning from this company. Kakalat ka rin nila ako palabas.
They have to take me, oo. They
Oo.
have to drag me out. Oo.
Mm-mm.
Ayun.
Hmm.
Sabi, pagka-upright siya, if you've been considering a career change, the upright death card can be a signal that you should take the plunge and act now. You may have been through a period of apathy, disinterest, and frustration at your current job, and you should not take a decisive action. Events in life may force you to make a change. So napilitan ka. You're not
Mm.
clinging to it. It's just that is forcing you to do it.
Mm.
You may be clinging to your current path because it offers stability, certainty, and safety. But if you're otherwise unhappy or feeling unchallenged, there's much more to lose than your comfort. Ooh,
Okay.
that's
So
nice.
it's also saying kahit papaano na you're holding on to that job or that career path because it's comfortable.
It's comfortable. At saka doon
Oo.
ka ano eh, doon ka sure na may pera.
Oo, parang ganon.
Pero
Oh
ang ganda
well.
no ano, there's much more to lose than your comfort. So,
Yun nga eh.
True.
happiness mo naman na yung ano, yung kapalit
Mm.
ng
Pero
comfort.
me, kung 150,000 naman yung sweldo mo buwan-buwan, parang I'd rather go with
Yeah.
comfort.
Ay,
One
I think I can
buwan?
afford therapy.
Oo,
Papayag ako
parang
sa
at that
ano.
rate, no?
Oo.
Papayag ako quincenas. 150.
150.
Ano kasi
Ah,
EO, be?
150k.
I know
Oo.
someone who has that salary
O, diba?
every quincenas.
May jowa ba siya? Charot.
Happy ba siya? Oo.
I think single siya.
Ay,
VP.
VP. VP, teka.
Okay, pakitanong kung ano yung mga ano niya, mga trip niya.
Sige.
And then, yung most
Sure.
important
Oo.
question muna, may titi ba siya?
Bakit wala,
Meron.
no?
Diyos ko, detachable
Merlat pala.
dildo na naman. Oo, ito na naman tayo sa detachable
Actually,
dildo.
Guess
nagulat
it's
ako nung nalaman
bisexual
ko yung
era.
sweldo niya.
Mamaya,
Okay, please
merlayon.
send
Eh.
pictures sa GC kasi feeling ko this is the time na ano kami ni VP.
Ay, oh,
Complete.
tinan mo, may karibal pa pala si VP. Tinan mo.
Fern, pwede tayo mag-share. Sa yung
Oo nga
consent, sa akin yung
naman.
Pwede naman sa
katapusan.
ano,
Sige,
pwede
akin
naman
yung
naman sa
aking
podcast
quincenas.
natin. Hello.
Oo, diba?
1 to
Uy, wait lang,
15.
natakot ako sa background ni Nikki. Mukhang may tao.
May dumadaan
May
talaga sa
dumadaan.
background.
Baka
Like,
yung ano,
usog ka to
yung
your
helper
left.
namin yun.
Hindi, usog ka to your left. Yung puti sa likod. Hindi, to your left.
Gaga.
To your left. Ayun o, mukha siyang ulo kanina. Tapos yung sandali ni Nikki, akala ko suit. Alam niyo yung sa likod
Which
ng
one I
BuzzFeed
don't
Unsolved?
Ano to, yung headdress ko yan. Oh.
Yun nga yung headrest mo, tapos yung puti dun sa likod pa, yun sa against the wall. Mukha siyang
Ano
ulo
yun,
ng
parang nasa
Slenderman. Oo.
Ano yun? Mga boxes ng
Slender
tissue.
Man.
Ayun o, ayun o, ayun o. Ayan, ayan, ayan.
Ay, ayan, oo nga.
Diba?
Mukha siya yung shadow yan.
Ay, I see.
Yeah,
I thought you were referring to dito sa ano, kabilang side ni Nick, yung may bilog.
Akala ko rin
The future
eh.
Wala na
ay,
siyang
hindi
battery.
muna.
Kailangan ko na siyang i-charge. Ayun. Okay. Okay, career naman na reversed. Ano to? Keywords, repeating negative patterns at work, remaining at your unfulfilling job, lack of growth. So, this card's upright version, you're being pushed to change when it comes to your job or your career path. But, in reverse, you may be doing that all you can to resist this transition. You may stick around despite the unhealthy environment, reduced pay, monotonous projects. Change is inevitable. This also applies to our careers and other aspects of life. We must learn to welcome it instead of pushing it away. When we cling to a cycle that's no longer meant to remain in our lives, we watch it slowly decay and drain us. Ooh.
Ito yung parang nawawala na yung pagkatao mo because you're resisting to change. Okay.
At
Kasi diba,
times,
when you resist change,
yeah.
you get stuck there when everything else has moved on. So it's a stagnant area, place, kumbaga.
But
Mm.
So wala
because
na.
change is not easy for everyone.
I
Yeah.
know it's not, and it's a never mind.
But like at least kasi the death card tells you na change is scary, it's not easy, but you
But
need
it
it.
can help you.
Oo.
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 Tama
You gotta
naman.
do it.
Mm.
Nakakaano. Since I'm a Gemini, change is it's so easy for me.
Change is second nature to
It's second
Geminis.
nature to me. Like right
Oo.
now, I'm
Oo.
changing my mind. So,
O, diba?
diba?
Ay, maganda yung mga questions ng reverse death card.
Mm.
Mm.
Ito siya, oh. Do you self-sabotage o iba? Inner saboteur?
Oo.
Does
Mama
your
Ru, come
defensiveness when
through.
make...
Ilan
Oo.
yan? Ilan yung questions?
Apat.
The four-way
Four-way
test.
test.
Oo. Apat siya.
Rotary Club, four-way test.
Oo.
Do you
Do you
self-sabotage?
self-sabotage? Does your defensiveness when making mistakes create trouble? Does your imposter syndrome affect how you interact with your colleagues? And maybe consider what you need to let go for these unhealthy patterns. To release these unhealthy patterns. O, diba?
Ayan ang bago nating four-way test.
Yeah.
Oo.
Do you self-sabotage?
Oo. Are you 18 to 24 years old?
Ganda.
Do you have good English skills?
Ay, baka ma-cancel tayo.
Bakit? Favorite ko kaya si Lynn from Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's iconic. Lynn from Las Vegas.
Oo, Lynn from Las Vegas Models.
Ah,
Okay. So,
Okay lang yung kung maka-cancel
finances?
tayo, dapat like 7 seasons ago pa.
Well, tama din
bago ka pa
naman.
dumating inye, dapat na-cancel.
Na-cancel na kami. Exactly.
Diba? Too late now, guys.
Oo.
Go cancel some other podcast.
You have to drag us out of our recording areas.
True, true.
We will never leave you.
Ay,
Parang ano lang yan, Vincent, Paul, Gregorio.
Excuse me? Ano na namang ginawa ko?
kailangan na naman siyang i-drag.
Sounds like,
Ay,
diba? Kahit ilang beses mo i-cancel, walay. Anyway, moving on.
finances na. Okay, sa upright, sabi, financial loss, adapting to financial loss, and changing views with money. Upright, oo.
Tingin ka daw sa kanan, pero this
Kala ko
time,
patay na yung wallet mo eh.
Well, din nga, loss is signaled by the Death Tarot card,
Basically,
meaning that you may unfortunately dealing with financial loss.
Scary.
This period can also be the initiator to a transformation in how you handle your relationship with your money and what you value. The lessons you learn from this time can lead to practical changes when it comes to managing your resources, as well as to spiritual changes in knowing what's truly valuable to you.
ooh, it hits different sa finance. No?
Pera, oo. It's parang
Mabigat.
na-strip down ka talaga.
Oo.
True.
Yung nalaglag ng barya, yan na.
Scary.
Oo, ayun na yun.
Oo.
That's something na you wouldn't want to happen or you wouldn't want to see on your own spread. No, when it comes to like finance spread, ganyan, tas death. That's okay.
Pagka naman daw siya ay reversed, failure to adapt to financial loss and continuing unhealthy financial habits. A loss of financial resources may be unavoidable, but this may be hard for you to accept and adapt to. You may have to make some shifts when it comes to your expenses in order to make it through this temporary period, but you may find it hard to give up some things to consider your needs. Instead of
Hindi na naman ako nag-check out sa Shopee, oh.
Bakit ka guilty?
Ba, oo nga. Wala ko na sinabing inye, ah.
Hindi ko na nga binanggit yun. Bakit pag unhealthy financial...
Oo.
Kanina I was
Grabe.
thinking about the shoes I bought, actually.
Ayun. Yes. Fun employment era.
Oo.
Samantalang ako yung Mr. pa lang na spray. Kinakabahan na ako. Should I buy this? Should I check this out?
Uy,
And it's 36 pesos.
Go.
Ako din, parang yung mga maliliit na bagay. Kasi nga, di ba, so we moved tapos ang daming binili sa IKEA na kung anek-anek. So inuna ko naman yung mga necessary. Tapos so nag-check out na kami. 2 pump bottle ba yung kailangan ko? Isa lang. 50 din to eh. Parang
Oo.
umandar na yung sa cashier, umandar na yung conveyor.
Wala na.
Ando na yung isa. Hawak ko pa rin yung isa. So parang kailangan ko ba? Magkano na to? Sige, kaya ko pa 50.
Ayun.
Okay, ganyan ako minsan sa grocery. Parang, okay, ito yung mga mukhang unnecessary purchases, but I think I need it, but I'm not sure if I do. So, hawakan ko muna siya. Tapos nakatingin ako dun sa
total.
monitor.
Sa total, oo.
Tutut.
Yeah.
Oo.
Toot, toot. Okay, wala pa akong 5,000. Sige, ate, dagdag mo to.
We're good. Oo.
Kaya
We're good. Kaya pa ng budget.
Oo.
But for me, that's naman healthy, yung within the budget. Yung unhealthy siguro
Yeah.
yung baon ka na sa utang, tapos hindi mo pa babayaran.
Or you're like, you got
Magastador
used
ka
to
pa
ano.
din.
Oo, you got used to a certain lifestyle.
True,
Diba?
yun yung yung nandun ka na sa point na you're like spending the money that you don't have.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yan, delics na yarn.
I still
Wala
have
na.
that
Palubog
man.
ka na ng palubog sa utang.
Gusto ko na din na-defend
Gusto ko na din, oo.
Ayan. Wala ka namang utang.
Yes,
Marami ka
yun
namang
yeah.
utang. Oo.
I understand you have savings.
Oo, we know you have, may You can live.
expendable naman.
Hindi ako
Oo.
makapagsalita kasi sa grocery na sinasabi ninyo. I'm like, hindi ko over budget.
Yun yung kapag nag-grocery, parang bata.
No.
No.
Pag nag-grocery naman ako, like, I pass through all of the shelves. Pero I normally have a set na of stuff that I'll get. But normally I get mga chips and
Extra.
what.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's how
Oo.
kids are. Mommy, I want this. Mommy, I want that.
Maging concerned ka kapag yung binibili mong chips dati imported, tapos yung binibili mo ng chips ngayon, yung pang sari-sari store na tigpipiso. Tapos isang
Oo.
plastic lang na yung bibili.
Alibaba.
That's the difference.
Status.
Oo.
Ay, I love
Hoy, masarap
tattoo.
yun ha. Oo.
Dati
That's
kaya
my
yung
favorite.
yung Pritos ring, kapag yung sari-sari store sa harap namin, meron siyang bagong plastic ng Pritos ring.
Yung
Bibili ko yung buong
maliliit.
plastic.
Yung
Oo,
maliliit
tas
na fritas ring.
tas diba tig-piso lang yun? Kunwari
Yeah.
30 packs yung laman ng isang plastic. Pero ate, ito 30.
Akin na lahat. Oo.
Sana nag-factory kayo na kasi mas mura doon.
Yun nga eh.
Binili mo na lang yung from the factory.
Actually, you know what? Nung may tindahan kami before, nung like when I was in elementary high school, sobrang mura ng ng mga paninda ni Mama kasi we get it straight from the factory. Like hindi kami dumadaan sa supermarket na may patong
Oo.
na.
Oo,
So,
syempre.
factory price namin siya nabebenta. Mas mura siya. Mas maraming bumibili. O, diba? Chinese.
Ikaw o yung proseso?
Yung proseso.
Yung proseso.
Although I often get mistaken for one, I have no idea why hindi ako mukhang Chinese in whatever shape or form. So, I'm not chinky-eyed. Weird.
Well, yeah.
Diba? Pero yeah, yun nga, the process, parang benta mura, mas maraming kita.
Of course.
Diba?
Okay, game.
Ayun,
Balik tayo sa
yun naman si
finances.
Death.
Okay na.
Oo, yun lang naman yung unhealthy coping with your
Okay.
finances once you're already in a financial loss.
Ayun. Heard that in eh.
What
Hindi na siya
you,
nag-pay attention.
you were
Wala
saying?
pay attention. Ting, nag-check out na siya habang tinatanong ko siya. Nakapag-check out siya.
Nag-check out sa Shopee pala.
Oo.
I feel bad about what I heard. I need to check
Diba?
something out.
And speaking of Shopee, before we move on to the next card, don't forget we still have merch on our Shopee shop. So click the link lang sa
Ooh,
episode description.
yeah.
It's there somewhere. It's clickable. Don't you worry. And syempre, don't forget to follow us on Spotify and on YouTube. And
Ano
click
ba
the
yan?
bell icon on both platforms para ma-notify kayo on every episode. Ang ganda nung segue ko, Bern. Wag mong wasakin.
I know.
Diba?
Pero kakarinig ko
And,
sana yung mid-roll spiel kasi ikaw yung magbabasa ng next na ano na card
oo
list.
nga eh.
Okay.
Sige, meron pa
Wow.
naman, meron pa naman.
Pero
May
sige
may
naman,
hindi pa
tuloy mo na.
nababasa diyan, 'di ba? So, 'yan.
Oo.
So, yun. Para i-follow nyo kami, click the bell icon to get notified of every new episode. And maraming salamat sa mga nagbibigay ng 5-star reviews on
Oh,
Spotify. Right?
yes.
Thank you.
Ilan na
Thank
tayo
you so
ngayon?
much.
I haven't checked.
We're up to 72. So, merong 68
Aww.
na nagbumoto sa atin ng 5 stars.
Taray.
60 something lang tayo before, diba?
Oo,
Like last
we're up to
episode. Uy,
72 na ngayon.
tumaas.
Diba? So, thank you so much for that. Ayun, Burn, tuloy mo yung roll skills na
Yun,
pang hindi nasasabi.
oo. Bukod sa pag-follow sa amin sa Spotify and YouTube, you could also follow us on our socials, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Tsaastrology. Alam niyo na yung spelling yan dahil nakikita niyo siya ngayon sa inyong Spotify, of course. And support us by giving a tip on kofi.com/Tsaastrology. That's ko-fi.com/Tsaastrology. Hindi ko na na-track kung sino na yung mga nagbigay, pero maraming salamat kung meron man.
I-check
Especially
namin
kay
ulit
Kay
kung may mga
na aming
Oo,
subscriber.
Kay pa rin.
Martil siya.
subscriber.
Uy, oh my God, wait lang.
Ay,
Bakit? Ano mo?
May,
So, anong gagawin namin nung nagwa-wait
Oo
ka?
nga, mag-iintay lang tayo. May pa-eme.
Dan, 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 dan,
Ayan.
dan, dan.
Naka-hold
Ah.
music.
Sabi
Ayan,
mo lang,
Kay,
wait.
kung nakikinig ka ngayon, panoorin mo kami sa YouTube dahil thank you so much.
Ayan. Actually, dahil sa'yo na-reach na namin yung first goal namin of Tocino. So, thank you.
Tigwa 1/4 kami.
Yeah.
1/4 kilo. Pero meron pa tayong bagong goal naman on coffee. And this time, it's mas mahal na Tocino. I mean, mas mahal lang na brand.
Artisanal. So, sino
Sinwa.
Sino?
The third na yon ganyan. Yung una,
Sino with
muna.
quinoa?
Yung una, supermarket Tocino muna. Yung next goal natin is farmers market Tocino. Yeah. Tapos, yung third goal natin, yung artisanal Tocino.
Sino?
So, sinwa.
Sino with quinoa?
Ew.
Tocino served with quinoa.
Hindi, nakahalo yung quinoa sa tocino. Paprito mo yung quinoa. Parang sesame seeds.
Wait, ang pangit noon. May butlig-butlig yung Tocino mo.
Trypophobia warning.
Gaga, alam mo yung yung itlog ng kohol.
Oh, yung pink.
Yung pink.
Yung pink.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nahulog ka sa TikToks doon, no?
Oo.
Nadaanan ko rin yun eh. Yung kinakrush
No,
yung
I live in Cavite and like for more than 25 years, and before everything became subdivisions here, there were rice fields. So laging
dami
merong
yan.
kohol.
Yeah.
May kohol thing. So
Wait, what's kuhol in English?
Slurg.
escargot.
Escargua.
Escargot. No, it's snail, diba?
Snail.
Snail.
Okay. Yeah. Ayun lang, tinanong ko lang. Just to be sure. Kasi nung sinabi mo ulit yung kohol ng pangalawa, yun sumunod sa utak ko, patolas. Parang, hindi yun gulay, hayop yun eh.
Kondol yun.
Patola.
Saan ang galing yun?
Interesting
Iba yung
how your
kondol.
mind works.
I don't know,
Iba
right?
yung kondol. Winter melon yun.
Ayun, yun.
Yes, yeah.
Anyway, ayan. Uy, ang tagal na natin. Naka 40 plus minutes na tayo. Isang card pa lang. Pero sige, tutuloy na natin to with temperance. So, ang temperance naman, ayan. So, nanggaling nga tayo kay death, di ba? So, nawala lahat kay the fool. So, recovering from feelings of loss, the fool begins to wonder if he will finally find the new spirituality that he's after. Nag-start to nung hangman, di ba? Tas,
Oo.
yun, nung nawala na niya talaga, okay, baka new spirituality na to. It occurs to him that so far, he's been dealing with the opposites. Two opposing sides of the scales, justice, the material and the spiritual, the hangman, death and birth, the one leading into the death card. So does one always have to be surrendered to get the other, he wonders. It is at this point that he comes upon a winged figure standing with one foot in a brook. What's a brook? Isn't that like
Batty.
Na, oo, maliit na batis. Or,
Batties.
isn't that like an American Idol contestant? I don't know. So so the winged figure start standing with
I
one
don't
foot in
even
a
know
brook,
that.
the other on a rock. So the radiant creature pours something from one flask into the other, and drawing closer, the fool sees that what is being poured from one flask is fire, while water flows from the other. The two are being blended together into a completely different substance! Exclamation mark. Hindi ko alam bakit
ooh.
excited yung nagsulat dito.
Substance. Oo,
Say it na parang
substance.
exclamation mark.
So, the two are being blended together in a completely different substance.
I love it.
Such a commercial.
Oo, excited siya eh. Yeah, so how can you mix fire and water? The fool finally whispers. Never pausing, the angel answers, you must have the right vessels and use the right proportions. So the fool watches with wonder. Can this be done with all the opposites? He asks. Indeed, the angel replies. Any oppositions? Fire and water, man and woman, thesis and antithesis can be made into a unified third. It is only a lack of will and a disbelief in the possibility that keeps opposites opposite. You know what? Ang ganda nun nung sinabi niyang yon na it is a lack of will and disbelief in the possibility that keeps opposites opposite. Because the same way, like, gender is a spectrum. Diba?
Oh
Diba?
yeah.
People are stuck with a lack of will and disbelief in the possibility that there could
Pwedeng,
be not just one in
More
between, but
than
many
more
others.
than just two genders or sexualities.
Ganda, diba?
Temperance, the LGBT card.
It's the gay card.
ay,
The gay card that we've been
LGBT
looking for.
ally.
Oo, the
Oo,
real
the ally.
ally. Tama. Ayan. And that is when the fool begins to understand that he is the one who is keeping his universe. Bakit naman gumalaw? Nag-scroll mag-isa. Nawala tuloy ako. Ayan. The fool begins to understand that he is the one who is keeping his universe in twain, holding life and death, material world and spiritual world separate. In him, the two could merge. All it takes, the fool realizes, is the right proportions, the right vessel, and enough faith that the two can be unified.
I
Oh,
love it.
diba? The two can blend in him.
It's a beauty blender. It's a beauty blender. Stop.
Burn. Burn.
I know what you're thinking. Stop.
Put him on mute now.
I was not talking about double penetration Eiffel Tower shit, burn.
I did not even say anything like that. You could have just let me laugh here.
No, because we already understand why you're laughing.
Oh,
I know, you know
oh.
how my mind works. I'm very predictable like that.
Diba? And sige, fun fact na rin, since naaalok na natin ng kopya, alam niyo ba kung ano yung Eiffel Tower? Like in sexual
Yeah.
position?
Yeah.
Can we not?
Diba? So, to our 18
ayan.
plus listeners, it's when two thingies are in you and then they high five. They have to high five to make the tower. If they didn't high five, that's not the Eiffel Tower.
Kailangan yung high five nila above the head.
Oo, yun nga eh. Kasi nga, di ba? So, hindi ko alam kung...
If you're watching on YouTube, I'm doing it right now with my fingers.
Yeah, yan, ganyan siya. So, back to temperance.
You learned something new today.
Diba? Oo. So, yun naman, when it comes to the tarot card description, so there's an angel with wings whose gender is not immediately obvious. So, yun nga, ano na siya, nandun na kagad yung idea of temperance. It's
Akala
androgyny.
ko queerness.
Pwede din.
Queer,
Non-binary siya.
non-binary.
Non-binary
Oo.
siya.
Basta very andro siya dito sa card. Tapos, yun nga, it's a balance between sexes. One foot is in the tubig.
Brook? Oo.
Yun. And the other is on dry land or a rock. So it's a representation of the material world. And on her robe or on it's their robe, there is a square which has a
There.
triangle inside. Another echo of the tangible earth in union with the Holy Trinity.
Ang taray naman
Oh,
ng symbolism niya. Okay.
taray. So it's the Holy Trinity pala, yun nasa loob. So hair,
In the
body,
material
face.
world. Ah,
By Lady Gaga.
yes.
I was thinking of some other Holy Trinity, but sige.
Tsaastrology, wag kang lilingon creepsilog. Ganun.
There you go.
Actually, Eiffel Tower. Sorry.
Ayun na naman. Binalik mo
For
na naman
visual,
yun.
For visual reference.
Akala ko may ipapakitang iba si Burr.
Gago.
I mean, I would not be surprised if that ever happened.
I have a Kama
Oo.
Sutra tarot. Charot, wala.
Diba? And anyway, ayan.
Saan yan yung
So,
Earth
ah.
and
Yeah,
Yeah,
square.
yeah,
yeah.
Triangle
Square.
within the
Yeah.
square. There you go.
the square is the earth or the physical, and then the triangle is the Holy Trinity.
The Holy Trinity.
So they hold two cups in a manner where they can mix the waters, which represent the super and the subconscious minds. The water flows between them, suggesting unity and infinity. Yun. So hindi pinakita dito yung water and fire na nagbi-mix,
Fire.
but it's really just pouring the water in the actual card lang. So, yun. Everything about this card represents balance, harmony, and the union of dualities. So, it's not just duality, it's the union of duality.
Duality.
Mhm.
Dua Lipa.
Tama.
Union of
Ano?
Dua Lipa. I love
May
it.
union siya?
Ay, oh!
may
I'd like
union
to
si
join.
Dua Lipa.
Right. Mm-mm.
Surprise, char. Ayan. So, ang ibig sabihin ni temperance when upright naman, the temperance card implies that you have a clear vision and you know what you want to achieve. This is an indication of higher learning, which is a critical attribute in the journey of life. It reflects that you have found peace with what you are doing and everything is unfolding as it ought to. So the temperance card in relation, to other people shows that you're able to adapt and work in harmony with your community, your coworkers, and your loved ones. So, achieve mo na siya. Kumbaga, this is your nirvana point, ganon, or your,
Temperance. Okay.
so it also indicates a time to evaluate and re-examine the priorities that you have chosen. This will help you create a balance between your outer and inner self, and at the end of it all, you will find greater purpose and meaning in your actions. For their message is what we cannot live fully in either. So, parang, yun nga, this is finally accepting the fact na balance is part of life. Oo, it's needed. Na parang, ang gulong, minsan,
Nasasunog.
suso.
Nadadaan sa tae.
What the hell?
Sasagasaan yung
Ang gulong minsan na I speak, lalo kung nasa tondo ka.
Ayun.
Gago.
Natutuso. Oo.
Uy, naalala ko rin yung boyfriend ng kapatid ko. Kasi yung boyfriend ng kapatid ko, taga Tondo siya. Tapos super proud naman siya doon. And I Tondo community, they're fun. Tapos, one time, yung yelo na binili namin sa tindahan, buo-buo. So, kumuha siya ng kutsilyo. Tapos, yung sinasaksak yung yelo para mabitak-bitak.
Mm.
Tapos sabi niya, habang hawak niya yung kutsilyo, tondo things.
I mean,
Well, my point ka. You're from there, so I trust you.
Oo.
parang yung TikTok nga, yung magkano magpabutas.
Bigla, gumano na.
Sa Tondo Libre.
Oo.
Uy, wag naman. That's just discrimination. Charot, hindi. Kapag ano naman, you know. If taga-tondo naman yung gumagawa, why not? It's for humor. Charot, iba pa.
Does it count if I was born there?
I guess.
Pwede naman. Di
Diba?
ba?
Like,
Like, mom mo. Oo.
I could speak, yeah, nandun siya ngayon. So, I could speak about it because I was born there.
Yeah, it's still part of you, diba?
Could you just imagine if I grew up sa Tondo? Like, and then I'm gay.
Ang ganda, feeling, girl,
Bardagul.
I wanna, yeah.
Yeah,
ang
I
dami
feel like
kong-
I
ang
feel
dami
like I'm
kong
one of
kwento.
those. I feel like I'm one of those fiesta gays na kada January Santo Niño. Pero sasaksakin kita kapag binangga mo ko.
Oo.
Oo.
Ay, naman may molotov ako gago.
Girl, like, my tondo friends, I love them. Oo.
Pillbox marunong ako gumawa. Sige.
So, siguro kung hindi ka nalipat sa Cavite, no, like, ano nga kaya ang burn ngayon?
Hindi na siya Tsaastrology. Bardastrology.
Oo.
Oh my God,
Banda pa rin naman eh.
I have both of the notorious places in the Philippines, diba?
Yung pangbarda. Ay, oo.
Ayun. Anyway, mamaya ko na yung sasabihin yung joke na naisip ko kasi hindi siya pang recording. Punta tayo sa reverse temperance meaning. So, temperance in reverse is a reflection of something that is out of balance and may be causing stress and anxiety. The real meaning of the temperance card can be deciphered using the other cards in the spread to identify areas where this imbalance is being caused. So, kumaga, something's wrong with the mix or the recipe pag lumabas si temperance in reverse. So, it's also used as a warning that if you take a certain path, it would lead to turbulence and excess. So, lack of a long-term plan or vision may also be part of the temperance reversal meaning. This creates a lack of purpose for you, leaving you feeling lopsided as you search here and there for what you should be doing. You must reflect and think carefully about what needs to change. Temperance reminds us that all things are only good in moderation and that we must examine in which aspects our lives are we breaking the balance. So, parang yun, pag reversed lumabas si temperance sa'yo, you're doing something that's in excess, that's breaking the balance of what your life is.
Nice.
So, paano, ang hirap niyang ibigyan ng example kasi like, life balance is something so personal,
True.
Yeah.
no? Na parang what could be balanced for you could not be balanced for other people.
For someone else.
Tama.
But yun, basically, pag lumabas si reverse temperance sa'yo, something's out of balance. Kumbaga, nasobrahan ka sa asin, sa adobo. Ganyan.
Bakit
May
ka
asin
nag-aasin
adobo.
sa adobo?
Bakit
You literally
hindi?
have soy sauce.
Soy
Maalat na
sauce
yun.
na. Ano ba?
Oo, hindi, pero pampalabas ng flavor para kumapit
No,
Ang
iba-ibang
redundant.
lasa.
you don't.
Yeah.
Sobrang alat naman.
Oo.
Siyempre, water down mo kasi yung soy sauce, water down mo ng konti. Tapos saka mo siya ipapasimmer down. And then, kapag pag medyo patuyo na siya, doon mo siya lalagyan ng asin.
Tsaka
Just
depende
to bring
din pala
everything
sa soy
together.
sauce. Kasi may soy sauce na
Oo.
hindi maalat. Yung Kiko man hindi maalat.
Totoo.
Well, yeah.
Kung pinanood ng adobo
The
yung
first
kiko.
one is...
Anyway, maraming luto ng adobo. Huwag tayong makialam
Bagay
sa
ako.
adobo
Hindi,
niya.
hindi natin
Oo,
pwede
yun nga.
gatekeep ang adobo because there's so
Come on.
many
Sa
May
hindi natin
adobo sa
hindi
gata,
natin
may
kakainin ng
adobong
adobo ni
tuyo.
ni VP.
Ay, di wag ka kumain.
As
Pagpunta
in?
nyo dito, magsaserve ako
Adobo
adobo,
yung...
wag kang kakain.
Kakainin ko yung adobo,
Oo,
kakainin ko
oo.
yung adobo ni VP, pero magdadala ako ng 5 gallons ng tubig.
Oo.
Kasi
To
madidehydrate
counteract the
ako.
salt. Oo.
May sea salt kasi yung gamit ko. Charot.
Tere! Ano yung that rare
Pink salt.
maasin. No. The
Ah,
Black
one that
salt.
where mukha siyang egg.
Ah, I forgot the name. Yung
It's
sa, ano
in
ito sa beach.
Bohol
salt
yata
lamps. Charot.
Hindi,
No,
ano
it's a
siya, mukha siyang
rare
dinosaur egg.
it's a rare kind
Ah,
of salt, and iba yung saltiness niya
Yung
na
ayan,
it's
yung
Tibuok.
yon.
parang binaburn pa or something.
Like
Yes, tibuok.
they
ah,
put it they put the salt water sa parang egg
mm,
receptacles, and then they burn it para you're left with the
Kumulo.
salt lang
Mm-mm.
pagkakulo niya, and that's a solid egg shaped na salt block.
salt rock. Oo.
And it's very very rare na ngayon kasi matrabaho yung process niya.
Oo,
So it's a
Mm,
dying
tapos,
art, and we would
oo.
like to highlight that.
yeah. So,
Because
ibalik
someone
po
needs to keep it
natin.
alive.
Mm-mm.
Oo.
Oo, let's keep,
Somebody needs it's tradition. We need to keep it alive.
totoo. Diba? Yan. Anyway, sige. Punta naman tayo ngayon sa temperance love meaning. So, upright in romance, temperance suggests patience, moderation, understanding, and going the middle path. So, this card indicates that we must avoid going to extremes and to be cautious and thoughtful of our actions. Consider your actions when it comes to love and in what aspects your attitudes, beliefs, or thoughts can be excessive. Are you pushy with potential partners? Or instead, are you too reserved? Are you too giving? Bigla nag iba yung tono. Or are you not giving enough? How can you bring these traits into balance? And in addition, your relationship or potential relationships may require some patience right now and attempt to work together to find compromise and harmony. Yun. So, temperance in love, medyo, it's saying naman na it's safe, but
Mm-mm.
parang something might break the balance. So, know what could break the balance. Yan. And when reversed naman in love, ayan, do you tend to think in an all or nothing type of term? Like,
Ay, walang gray area. Walang
oo.
ano.
So parang yun nga exactly sabi dito kay Labyrinthos, love like many things in life are full of gray areas. So when reversed, your intensity may be surprising right now. Sometimes no matter our best efforts, we can't force love to come into being. 'Di ba? Kaya ako single ng matagal na. Because you can't force love into
I
being.
love this whole self-realization exercise
Oh
that we're
no.
having.
I
Oo.
know.
Oo.
Kanina si Inye, ngayon naman ako.
Yeah.
This
Very
should be,
self-aware ang mga astrologers.
oo.
Yes.
This should
Yes.
be like
That's true.
a self-awareness exercise.
Oo, sa fool's journey talaga.
Well, yeah, totoo. The tarot
Mm.
naman, it's a reflection of us. It's a
Mm.
story of us standing there.
Ayan. Thus, you may benefit from being a bit more patient while also making sure that your own emotions or desires do not go into extremes. When your date does something that is displeasing to you, do you tend to immediately reject them? Are you too demanding on your potential partners so that nobody can ever satisfy you? It's important to remember that humans can never be perfect and make sure your desires are reasonable. Oh,
Well.
Hindi ba reasonable naman kung... Hindi, never mind.
hindi. Ano yun? Sabihin mo, let's do
Ka na naman
self-realization.
Oo nga eh.
So, ganito kasi, joke lang.
Therapy na pala.
On air!
Oo.
On air na ako na hindi nga ako halos nagpo-post ng relationships ko online.
Diba? Tapos magla-love problems tayo dito, no?
Mm.
Charot. Mali mo naman. But yun nga, so ibig sabihin parang, give love a chance pag reversed naman daw siya. Kasi nga baka, you're rejecting something. agad-agad.
But yeah,
Na,
there are a lot of people lately na napapansin ko na parang ito yung nauuso na red flag something. Like, hindi
yeah,
naman
I was
talaga
gonna say.
red flag yung something na yon. Pero like they
Mhm.
consider it as a red flag na kagad.
Oo.
Na
Ang bilis,
it's
oo.
more like a difference in personality, which is not exactly a red flag, diba?
Mm.
Maybe we should
Oo.
understand what red flags really are,
Yeah.
and let's not shut down someone that you're seeing just because, diba, may hindi ka
Iba yung
nagustuhan na
view
something sa
nila.
Oo.
kanya.
Oo.
Hindi saka it kind of breaks the thought of that idiom, 'di ba? Kasi parang red flags came from the idea na parang you're not seeing red flags because you're wearing rose-colored glasses.
Hmm.
So ibig sabihin, hindi mo nakikita nga yung mga masama because you're so in love with it or with that person. Pero that doesn't mean kasi that that red flag has, parang siya na yung warning sign or siya na talaga yung ultimatum mo.
Yeah.
'Di ba?
Oo.
Na you can kind of
Kasi
see the balance then.
when I see some of those things kasi parang
Tinitrend,
ang
oo.
petty. Hindi
Yeah,
siya,
yung
alam
Hindi
mo,
siya
it's
red
something that
flag,
you could
supposedly.
talk over.
mm.
Na parang you could communicate na parang, hey, ganyan, ganyan. Maybe we could try to do something about this, ganyan, ganyan.
Compromise,
Oo.
oo.
Compromise.
Minsan kasi some people think expectation is the same as
As
red
green
Reality.
flag na
flags.
Non-negotiables,
Oo.
oo.
non-negotiable. So,
Yeah.
ano
Hindi,
naman
kasi
mga tao
kunwari,
ngayon?
Ang
kunwari,
non-negotiable
like,
sa akin yung assault. History of assault. Yeah.
Yang red
Oo.
flag talaga yan.
oo,
Oo.
yun, physical abuse or even
Diba?
verbal, mental
Verbal
abuse. That's
abuse, oo. Pero
red
yung
Or like
flag.
hindi lang mahilig
propensity
kumain
for
ng gulay, red flag agad sa'yo.
Oo,
Diba?
na parang porket paborito mo yung okra tapos ayoko ng okra, hindi na tayo pwedeng mag-date.
Diba?
Mm.
Like there's
Hindi,
someone
sige,
na
saraduhin mo. Bahala
like
ka
there's
dyan.
someone na I've talked to na ayaw niya sa shrimp.
Mm.
Diba? Like in general, kasi nilalansahan daw siya. And all I said was, more for me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Diba?
diba?
Hindi siya red flag. It's like,
I mean, siguro mas
It's an
red flag
opportunity
yung
for
magkaiba
bonding.
kayo ng magkaiba kayo ng political belief.
I guess that could
That
count,
would,
That
yes.
could
oo,
count.
pwede yan.
Diba?
Pero yung mga tipong
Kasi,
small things, na mga ganyan,
oo,
eh,
yun nga, yun talaga yung pinaka,
napaka pala kang jowa.
exactly.
Oh. Oh.
Tapos an hour later, ba't wala akong jowa?
Ay, naku,
1
sasampalin kita ng
hour
cellphone.
before. Red flag daw yung hindi pagkain ng, ay yung pagkain ng, ay yung hindi pagkain ng okra kasi favorite na favorite niya yun. So, di sige,
Bahala
sit
ka dyan,
down and
sige.
eat your
Oo.
pinakbet.
Mm-mm.
I'll have my gising-gising. Ganon.
Shit, gising-gising. Oh my God.
Sarap
Right?
nun.
I had just gising kanina. Anyway, career naman tayo when upright. Patience and moderation may be helpful tools for you to achieve your career goals. You are likely to find what you desire when it comes to your work, but it may come slowly and quietly as you put in the work every day. Your dedication and ability to navigate emotionally charged situations at work with calm can help you be noticed by your peers and superiors. When it comes to making changes in your career path, temperance can be a reminder to remain patient, steady, and devoted. Because all good things take time. Diba? Sino kumanta nun? Yung Love Takes Time.
Love
Mariah.
takes time.
Mariah.
Ayan.
To heal when you're hurting so much.
Can't you see that
Tama.
I
Was born to let you go.
Mali yun na-activate ko. Charot. Ayan na. Oh. Ito na tayo. Yeah, but temperance can also signal doing a good job in balancing your career with different aspects of your life. It is neither an all-consuming ambition or just a paycheck to you. So it's both.
See? There you go.
Diba? It's ambition. Parang you're consumed by it, but 9 to 6 lang. Diba? You have
Boundaries.
you have a boundary. The temperance nga daw in career can mean na you're finding the perfect balance for your career. 'Di ba? Na ano siya, nasa-stress ka, nag-OT ka rin minsan, ganyan, but you find ways to balance it out. And it benefits you either way.
Ang ganda.
Diba?
Sana all.
Actually, Temperance, so labas ka naman sa career read ko.
Minsan. Kaya pa
'Di
minsan
ba?
lang. Ano, pang-validate lang if I'm doing a
Once
good job
lang.
or not.
Kung tama nga 'to, gano'n.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, career meaning naman ni reversed is something at work may be suffering from a lack of balance. So do you tend to go all in when it comes to your work so much that other aspects of your life suffer? Are you always putting all-nighters hoping that it all pays off in the end? Or alternatively, do you find that you slack off leading to resentment from your colleagues? Yan. So ano ka parang hindi ka wala ka ng ginagawa, wala ka ng inaambag.
Pabigat ka lang,
Oo.
gano'n.
Oo.
Oo.
Either masyado kang sumasalo ng pagkapabigat or ikaw na yung nagpapabigat. So
Oof.
while the former can bring you success, this can be damaging to you in the long term. So yun nga, kapag lagi kang all-nighter, lagi kang OT, ganyan, wala namang OT
Yung
pay,
health
'di
mo.
ba?
Oo.
Oo. Your mental health, your physical health nga, 'di ba nagma-manifest 'yan. So
Yes.
long-term damage din talaga siya. So, if this applies to you, look to correct this imbalance. Ensure that when completing projects, you aren't rushing through them or making reckless choices. The quality of your work may suffer. So, totoo naman, 'di ba? Na parang if you find yourself procrastinating, that's I guess that's okay as long as you put balance in it na parang nagagawa mo pa rin yung dapat mong gawin. You're not compromising quality or
Productivity. Oo.
mm, 'di ba? Yon. And then lastly, pagdating sa finances, ang
Oo.
maikli lang ang finance meaning ni temperance. So temperance upright in your finances can be a call to make sure that your approach to your finances is one of moderation and balance. This can mean that you've been diligent with saving while also being able to treat yourself with something you can afford every once in a while.
See?
Every once in a while.
Healthy
Hindi yung
relationship
every
with your
week.
finances.
Tama. May pinaparinggan ba kami? Maybe.
Hindi siya
Nagche-check out
nagpe-pay
na.
attention
Hindi
ngayon.
siya nagpe-pay
Oo, kasi
attention. Nag-check
nagche-check
out
out
na
siya
naman siya.
ngayon.
Ayan na. O, kita mo na. Tumawa na lang.
Cellphone screen reveal!
Hindi makita
Shopee
eh.
total reveal, ganyan.
Ano yan? Ay, nagbabasa si
Oo.
Bakla.
Nababasa siya.
Ang bilis
Mm.
ang bilis
Bilis
mag-switch
mag-switch.
ng
Oo.
tab.
Nag-switch ng ano.
Ganun-ganun lang
The
yan eh.
screen.
Sa
Oo.
iPhone, drag mo lang yung babae.
Mm.
Sa
Parang sige
Android
nga,
nga, dalawang
pakita mo.
pindot lang eh.
O, diba? Sige nga, pakita mo nga ulit. Yun, tas swipe mo. Patsarat.
Pa-multitask nga. Patingin na
Oo.
multitask.
Tapos pagkagano niya, Shopee, ayan, ganyan.
Ay.
Ano? Anong nakalagay?
Diba?
Ah.
Ganun lang kadali.
Nag-exchange.
Oo.
Oh.
Ganyan din
Ganun
naman
lang
sa
kadali.
iPhone na.
Mm-mm.
'Di ba? Parang
I-drag up
Bakit
mo from
lumalabas
the
yung mga
bar.
medyo pangit for
hindi
you?
nga eh, hindi na kailangan i-drag out eh. Hindi na kailangan i-drag up. Swipe mo
Sa
lang yung
baba.
baba.
Oo.
Oh.
Mhm.
See, it's easier in the iPhone.
Mm-mm.
It is. Ayan.
In
Tapos
the
last,
iPhone. In the iPhone.com.
ano?
Halatang
Ayan,
Android user.
charot. Ito na, last na tayo sa finances na reverse naman.
Reverse. Oo.
Oo. So as someone who always needs to buy yourself the next nice luxury, parang, or alternatively, are you so frugal that you never reward your hard efforts with any small treats? So I think si Inya yung una. Yung
Sobrang bili ng luxury palagi.
Fuck are you
laging
saying?
next nice luxury. So it's likely that both of these attitudes will need adjustment as they are both untenable in the long term. The first, or yung laging luxurious, always puts instant gratification over your future comfort. Tama.
Okay.
And
Understood. Oo.
yun naman, parang being so frugal naman, parang puts stress on your future comfort. Kasi parang kakatipid mo ng tipid, you don't know how to enjoy the smaller
The
things na.
gratification. Oo. Oo nga
Mm.
naman.
So consider your financial goals and make sure you also put your own well-being in the picture. Both your future well-being and your present well-being needs to find a comfortable middle ground. So okay lang yung like gumastos if you have something extra na
True.
pang treat yourself lang na parang kakain ako ng masarap today. Yung mga ganon. Do you have that?
Yes.
Kasi
I
may ganon ako minsan
do.
eh.
Like,
Oo.
actually a small thing lang. Tipong milk tea, ganyan.
Milk
Mm.
tea, oo. Or ano, kahit nga Coke nga lang eh. Or Sprite
Donut,
nga
Ganyan.
Red
lang.
Chef Land,
Oo.
gano'n.
Oo. Or ako nga, parang, di ba pag Saturday, pag may language class ako sa morning, tas super aga, so magagrab na lang ako ng breakfast. Tapos minsan, if I feel lofty, o extra large natin yung yung kape,
Kape. Ayan.
ganyan. Oo.
Ganon. Or
Di
like,
ba?
minsan, kape ko is yung sa Army Navy, ganyan.
Oo.
Then, most of the time, lang ako, kape ko brown.
Ito na naman tayo sa kopi ko brown, bro.
Oh, I love coffee ko, bro.
Wait, I don't remember what we talked about.
Ano ba? Dati magkatrabaho pa tayo. Yan ang kopi ko brown na yan. Ang buhay natin.
Ay, oh my God,
Oo, life
oo.
blood,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Hindi,
Yeah.
kape ko 78 yun.
Hindi, kopi ko brown. Yung yung Jolly Jeep sa harap ng office.
Ay,
Yung
oo,
kopi ko
oo nga
brown
pala.
na. Oh, girl.
Yung 70 mas
Makakalimutan
matapang,
siya.
right?
Oo.
Oo, pero wala na ako
Oo.
nakikita ngayon sa 7-Eleven dito sa amin. So,
Matapang din
Wala
kasi yun
na.
sa chan eh.
baka
Parang,
naduwag na siya.
ano yun eh, instant gising plus
Asim.
instant banyo eh.
Maasim siya sa
Yun.
chan.
Mm. 'Di ba? Pero masarap pa rin, kape pa rin 'yan. Anyway, ayun. So yun na yung temperance. It's really about balance. Na parang it's either you found balance or you need to find balance. Yun lang yung general meaning niya na
I like it na temperance is also balance.
Mhm.
Kasi minsan in-interpret ko siya as patience.
Pwede din. Oo nga naman.
Actually, pwede rin naman.
Kasi
Like,
yeah, I understand yung sinasabi ni Bern kasi from what I was reading, parang ang nakuha ko is slowly but surely. Parang
yeah.
ganon.
Oo.
Mhm.
You can't
And temperance actually means like doing it in moderation.
Moderation.
Yeah, oo, yun nga.
So, iba siya kaysa sa
Chill.
justice na balance.
Oo,
Yes.
justice and balance kasi the balance and justice kasi is more of you'll get what you deserve.
Fairness.
Oo, it's about
Fairness
fairness.
Yun.
Yung
Ito, it's about
balance
blending.
naman ni temperance is like moderation. Na you don't,
Mhm.
hindi
Kamyote.
ka,
Oo.
ganyan. Or
Yan.
hindi ka magwawalwal masyado. Ganyan.
Pero hindi mo rin i-deprive yung sarili mo
Hindi mo na
masyado.
i-deprive yung sarili mo from the fun of
Sucks lang.
drinking sa rooftop ng Z-Host. Oh my God, I miss going out.
Ay, gusto na mag-Z hostel. Nagpaparinig.
Gahanap
Actually, gusto ko
fun.
mag-O-bar.
Ako din.
Ang
So,
namiss ko
Archipelago.
archipelago kaso wala nang
Wala nang archipelago. The last time I was in
Oo.
Ortigas, it's binabak.
Yeah, nakita ko na nga rin noon. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
sad.
Ayun. So, alam niyo, naisip ko pala, ang gandang ang gandang kung politiko ka, tas pangalan mo Shirley. Pwede mong plataforma yon na parang, hindi natin mamadaliin, dahan-dahan lang, slowly, but surely.
Surely, I love it.
Oh my God.
That is why we're not campaign managers.
Actually, we could be campaign people.
Hindi, oo, parang, okay, nakita mo yung tibay na yan. Ang ganda niya, hindi natin minadali yan. Gawang slowly but surely yan. Oh.
Branding. Oo. May
The
recall.
brand.
Oo.
Oo.
Diba?
Ayun. But anyway, patapos na tayo sa episode na to. Pero bago natin isara, no, thank you so much for watching and listening. And don't forget to visit thebunkph.com/astrology to get all of the links to all of our platforms, mapa Spotify, Twitter, what have you. And explore the site din para ma-discover ang iba pa mga podcasts from Bunk Collective because we just keep growing and growing and growing.
We're
Yeah.
growers.
We're growers. We're that penis that you thought was small, but no, we just keep growing.
We're that dick na nakita mo may tattoo na nakalagay, Elmo.
Oo. Tapos biglang naging El Filibusterismo. But still growing because title pa lang yun. Nandun yung buong libro.
Ilang chapters? Oh my God.
Pagka-grow niya pa ng ganon, chapter 1. Paporta po.
Paano mag-next page?
No, ikot mo lang.
Oo.
Ikot mo lang, girl. Ganun yun eh.
Naka-Rolodex.
Anyway, follow us on our socials at The Bunk PH on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to support your local content creators. Ayan. Just ko. So,
Sabi mo na ba
okay.
yung coffee?
Oo, nasabi mo kanina. Hindi, kasi hindi pa natin nasa start, so siniskip ko yan. Hindi pa siya
Okay.
open.
Sorry naman.
Wala pa yung goal.
Yeah,
So.
support your local podcast creator.
Oo, ayan. So, anyway, maraming salamat sa panonood at sa pakikinig at sa haba ng pasensya nyo na kasing haba ng
Episode.
yung kanina.
Akala ko
Pwede din.
akala ko ng episode.
Sige. Ganun
Yun na
lang.
nga yun. Kaya nga salamat sa mahaba nilang pasensya para sa episode na to. Kasing haba nun. Nung
Yes.
yung et-et ng tatlo ng buong filibusterismo kasama buong libro. Ayan. So, we hope to hear you and see you again on the next one. Ako, agent sa astrologer na Virgo na si VP na nagsasabing the only thing I need in me is yan, alam niyo na yan.
Oo.
At ako ang inyong astrologer na sa guitarist na nagsasabi, guys, this was like 2 episodes back and in. Pero please, puro cocking it kay VP, guys.
No stands.
Please. This is like
Noted.
something
With DMs are
5
open.
episodes ago pa to, guys.
Na kailangan. Oo.
It still stands. Make sure it still stands so he can sit down.
Okay. Ayan na nga.
Go.
This has been your Tsaastrologer na Scorpio na suliting nagsasabi. Tama na yung check out. Temperance.
Tama na for today.
For today. No, actually for tonight. Or for this hour.
Oo. Mamaya ulit, next hour.
Kakalapas lang uli ng 1 hour eh. Tapos na yung
Ayan.
1 hour kanina.
Hindi.
So I can again.
Hindi.
Next
pa.
Dahil ito po ang inyong astrologer Gemini na si Vernon nagsasabing, as a grower, let it grow, let it grow. Can't hold it back anymore.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.